Hey guys, I got another gun from my collection today. This is a pretty unique one. Long-time viewers, you might remember I had a video about this one up a while back, but due to some policy issues, I have to reshoot this one. This is a 308, 308 Winchester bolt-action single-shot rifle. Um, it's got some unique lines. The barrel is incredibly thick. I think it's about 1 1/4. But it is a very accurate rifle. It's got 3 locking lugs. Um, got a pretty good trigger on it. Yeah, pretty good trigger on it. For kind of a prototype rifle. I'll let you get a little better look at some of the lines. Has a butt pad on it. This is a Kentucky coffee bean or coffee tree stock. It does have some cracks in it. I would say this wood is probably not up to the recoil that a 308 produces. There's a walnut end cap here. And it does utilize an AK pistol grip. So, like I said, that barrel is thick, about 1 1/4 inches. That's a 1 in 10 twist barrel. It's about 16 1/4 inches long. So she rocks. Definitely jump around the table when you shoot it. It is a pretty accurate rifle. I found this group lying around from 2018. It's a 5-shot group at 100 yards. It really likes 168 grain bullets. But since I got it here talking about shooting it, let me take it to the range here and put a few rounds to it. Yeah, with a scope on it, this sucker is fun to shoot, but it is jumpy, as you saw in the video, and it is loud. Like I said, that barrel length is probably a little short for a 308. But anyways, let me show you how to field strip this thing for cleaning. You have to take the pistol grip off. Of course, you get to that by taking the cap off, and there's one screw here. You take that out, and the action will lift up out of the stock. Let me do that real quick. Okay, got that out of the stock there. Like I said, there's a lot of metal here, and this thing is heavy too. Definitely a prototypish style rifle. There's the stock. It's been finished and has not been finished up here. A little rudimentary, but it does have a nice feel about it. The next step, let me get you over here by it. You have to take the trigger housing off. Because the objective obviously is to field strip it. Is to you got to take the trigger housing off, and we can take this plug off the back of the receiver right here off. And that is step one. Okay, so I got the trigger housing off. It is unfinished. The rest of the metal appears to be like a spray on or a bake on, or something like a lumihide finish. But pretty simple trigger here. Put that off to the side, and here's that plug that went in the back of the receiver. Next step would be you got to undo this little sear catch here. This is what the firing pin or the striker rides in. So you got to take that out, and you unscrew the bow handle, and the bolt will come on out the back. Again, this is a 3 lug um, a bolt action, and when I get it out, I can show you. You can see the cuts here to allow access for the 3 lugs. The other one's under the scope mount. But let me do those 2 steps real quick. Okay, so got that out. There's that little striker, or I guess firing pin catch, and the bow handle. There is a little set screw back here at the back to hold the bow handle, keep the bow handle from turning. So I'd forgotten that was there. But anyways, here is the bolt, and this right here is part you don't want to inspect it and clean it. You could get access to the return spring, I guess the firing pin spring, the firing pin, with these screws. But just for field stripping, just inspecting these 3 lugs, get a focus here. Um, and there's a very kind of a unique little extractor here. There is no ejector. Yeah, that works. But again, make sure all this is clean. And now we got access to the to the entire chamber and receiver sections. Let me move the camera around and let you get a look down in there. But yeah, you can see those 3 channels down there. You make sure all that's clean. Um, but yeah, there is pretty much the entire rifle. Get some tools out of the way. Yeah, not a lot to it, but I'll start putting it back together. Again, I'll piece this bolt back together and then put it in there and put the bolt handle and tighten that set screw down. I was going to say, if you really like this design, check out. I have a Rumble channel, Garage Guy 3006. I have a more in-depth video over there. So if this is really tickling your fancy, you might want to go over to Rumble. Okay, let me do that. With the bolt handle installed now, you got to reinstall the, I guess, striker catch or firing pin catch. It goes right there. You can see that when you cock it, it's a cock on open design. You know, it rides on that ramp. But yeah, when you cock it, it retracts the firing pin, and then of course that's how the gun works. But let me put this back in there. Okay, got that in there, and it's cocking nice, and let me put a little oil in there. But I need to put that plug back in and reattach the trigger housing. Let me do that real quick. Hey guys, real quick, I have some books available on Amazon about some guns from my channel. There is a playlist on my channel called Books on Guns. There's a video for each one of these books. Again, if you find this topic interesting, you might find one of these books interesting. So check out those videos, or you can check me out over on Amazon. Okay, and finally, the last step is to put this beast back in the stock here. Again, that stock is split back here several places, so that Kentucky coffee bean is obviously not up to the recoil that this thing offers. But let me put that together real quick. Well, there it is, all back together. It does have a very unique look. It almost looks like it's integrally suppressed. I don't shoot this gun very often anymore, again, because the stock is showing some issues. And if you check out my channel, there is this 3-lug 6.5 Grendel that's over on again on my channel. I think it's called Mid-Century Modern 6.5 Grendel. It's a 3-lug, and I think it's just a better prototype, you know, from my collection. But again, I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you like the new format. But be safe, and God bless. Thanks.